You used to work at Area 51.
There's this facility that is at S4. It's in the side of a mountain. Normally, we had pulled in with the bus and gone around the front through a normal double door. This time that I went in, there were hangar doors open. I went into the hangar door, and in the hangar door was the disc, the flying saucer that I worked on. I thought, oh my God, this finally explains all the flying saucer stories. This is just an advanced fighter. This is fucking hilarious. This is the only time it became exciting. The rest of the time, it was really an ominous feeling. This project was to back engineer the alien craft. Specifically, it was to try and back engineer and see if we can duplicate the technology with available materials. Now I knew we were on the absolute beyond the cutting edge of science. The excitement kind of turned to dread at some point. The amount of power we're dealing with is astronomical. I mean, to affect gravity, to produce the effects like this equipment does, takes huge amounts of power. And I've given the example before of taking a small portable nuclear reactor and, putting it back into Victorian times, with the scientists of the time.
To understand the intense security, we need to look back at history. Area 51 was officially established in the 1950s, during the Cold War. At the time, the United States was locked in a high-stakes race with the Soviet Union, not just in space, but in intelligence and military power. The Nevada desert was chosen as the perfect location, remote, isolated, and far from public eyes. The base became a testing ground for secret military aircraft. The legendary U-2 spy plane, designed to fly higher than any Soviet missile could reach, was tested here in total secrecy. Later, the SR-71 Blackbird, capable of flying at 3 times the speed of sound, also emerged from this facility.
One gentleman spent 12 of his 30 years in black programs at Groom Lake. When I asked him, I said, first of all, do you believe in UFOs? And he looked at me with a straight face and one-on-one, he said, absolutely, positively, they do exist. I said, can you expand upon that? And he said, no, I can't. About a year later, we were talking about, again, activities at Groom Lake. And I asked him, I said, can you really tell me what's happening out there? And he said, well, there's a lot of things that are going on there that I won't be able to tell you until the year 2025. But we have things in the Nevada desert that would make George Lucas envious.
Secrecy was vital. If foreign powers discovered these projects, they could counter them, or worse, steal the technology. So from the beginning, Area 51 was designed to be impenetrable. Guards, fences, sensors, and restricted airspace all worked together to keep the base hidden in plain sight. During the Cold War, paranoia ran high. Espionage was a constant threat, and any leak of classified information could have devastating consequences. Area 51 was placed under extreme security to protect America's technological advantage. Even military pilots stationed nearby weren't told what was happening inside. The heavy guarding we see today is a direct continuation of that Cold War mentality. For decades, only the highest-ranking officials and select scientists had clearance to enter. The message was clear. What happens in Area 51 must remain in Area 51. But beyond military secrecy, Area 51 became famous for something else: UFOs. In 1947, just a few years before the base became active, the famous Roswell incident shook the world. A mysterious object crashed in New Mexico. The military first reported it as a flying disc, only to quickly change the story to a weather balloon. For conspiracy theorists, that cover-up was proof the government was hiding evidence of extraterrestrials. As strange lights and unidentified objects were spotted in the skies above Nevada, many began to link these sightings to Area 51. Some believed that alien spacecraft recovered from Roswell were secretly transported to the base, where scientists attempted to reverse engineer the technology. Former employees and whistleblowers fueled the mystery. Most famously, Bob Lazar, who claimed in 1989 that he worked on alien spacecraft at a site near Area 51. According to him, the government was studying propulsion systems not of this Earth. Whether his story was true or not, it cemented Area 51 as the epicenter of alien conspiracies. This connection to UFOs gave the base global notoriety. And the heavier the security became, the more people suspected that something extraordinary was being hidden behind those fences. So, what makes Area 51 different from other military bases? The answer is the level of control. The airspace above Area 51 is among the most restricted in the world. Commercial pilots cannot fly over it. Private aircraft are strictly forbidden. Even U.S. military planes are kept out unless they have clearance. This restricted zone is nicknamed the box, and violating it can lead to immediate interception. On the ground, the security is just as intense. Motion sensors are buried across the desert. Surveillance cameras scan every angle. Thermal imaging and radar sweep for intruders. Armed patrols, the so-called camo dudes, drive white trucks and SUVs, always watching. They don't wear military insignia, but they have the authority to detain, arrest, and even use deadly force. Visitors often test the limits, driving toward the base for photos or videos. But anyone who gets too close quickly finds themselves tracked, confronted, and escorted out. Unlike other bases, there are no guided tours, no visitor centers, no openness. Just secrecy, fences, and guards. So why such extreme measures? The official answer: to protect national security. Area 51 continues to be a testing ground for advanced aircraft and experimental technology. Drones, stealth systems, and next-generation weapons are rumored to be developed here. Allowing even a glimpse of this technology could compromise U.S. defense strategies. But the secrecy also serves another purpose: mystique. The less the public knows, the more speculation grows. Whether intentionally or not, the government has allowed the mystery of Area 51 to fuel public imagination, while keeping its true activities in the shadows. Today, Area 51 is more than a military base. It's a cultural phenomenon. It has appeared in countless movies, TV shows, and video games. From Independence Day to The X-Files, Area 51 has become shorthand for hidden truths, government conspiracies, and alien cover-ups. The mystery has even inspired real-world movements. In 2019, a viral social media event called Storm Area 51 promised that thousands would rush the base to see them aliens. While it began as a joke, it highlighted just how obsessed people are with uncovering its secrets. Despite decades of rumors, the U.S. government only officially acknowledged Area 51's existence in 2013. Even then, no details were given about what actually happens inside. The combination of secrecy, advanced technology, and UFO legends ensures that Area 51 remains one of the most heavily guarded places on Earth. So, why is Area 51 so heavily guarded? The simple explanation is national security, protecting top-secret technology from prying eyes. But the deeper mystery lingers. The tight security, the strange sightings, the secrecy, all fuel the idea that something extraordinary lies beyond those fences. Maybe it's just planes and drones. Maybe it's alien technology. Or maybe it's something even stranger. Until the day the truth is revealed, Area 51 will remain the ultimate mystery, guarded, hidden, and untouchable.